Creative Dream Radio. Welcome to the Creative Dream Radio. Broadcasting to you live. Welcome to the Creative Dream.
Hello and welcome to the Zimion's Global Concerns Creative Dream Live Radio. I welcome all of you today. Thank you for coming to view today's show. And I have so much to talk about. And for those who don't know, I do use green screen background drops just to make the show very interesting all the time. I love visual effects and amazing graphics and animations. There's always topics. I have covered quite a few topics over the radio show. Zimion's Global Concerns is a one-man army job, and people are just like, when will it come out? It's been like, oh god, like 8 years, 7 years. Sometimes when you get at a point within life, it just hangs. You only can do so much as one man. I want to get people in to actually help with the show automatically, or the animations. It's just taking time. I'm probably going to put a Zip Recruiter out and look for people that want to work for this and make something happen with me. It started with my friends. They're always welcome to be a part of it, even though they live and have their own families. They are my partners for life, Cedric and Daniel and Nick, and as well as Chris. So Chris, Cedric, and Nick and Daniel, they're my lifetime partners. And Jeremy and Casey passed away, so yeah, they're always a part of me. So that's my honesty. And things have been very hard throughout my life. For those who don't know or just new coming to the channel, I love animation. I love it from the bottom of my heart. I'm looking at the controversies that are happening on the internet constantly. I don't talk about them much. I did on my last stream. It just keeps getting thicker and thicker. It is the power for who controls the internet. It's also businesses going for money for power. And it's like, you don't know what's going on next. You don't know how the stuff's going to play out. It's dangerous on the web putting your information out there. To begin with, is making more controversy where people will not use the web. I think also it is evolving with Japan's new Wi-Fi. Their new Wi-Fi, their new internet as well. They made a new internet, Wi-Fi, everything to go with this, more faster than the US internet. And Japan has been lifetime partners with America, and they are inspired with America. And right now, like I said, with creators online, it's very hard with us creators, and we face challenges all the time. And I always think the human weakness is forgiveness. We have this thing where we don't forgive when we should forgive. And also when we do something wrong, we got to admit up to it. We got to suck up to it, or try to correct the problem correctly, not foolishly. And people are afraid to admit things, or sometimes we can't see them. It happens. It happens to all of us, the best of us as well. I always say, let the past be the past. Try to move forwards. Don't worry about the past. What can you do? Correct problems. What can you do if you have to move on or away from something? What differences can you make? Remember, it's a complex world we live nowadays, with societies, socialities, certain things that are happening. People are very judgeful for mostly what happens to a person. When a person's affected by something, or they're placed in this fear factor, people do nutty things, or sometimes people want to do things to protect themselves, or they become very judgmental. There's a number of things happen within the human mind. And as you get older, you want to break away from things a lot, or try to find the easy way out. And this is what this AI feels like sometimes. AI is a powerful tool made by programmers. It makes selective choices. It started as robotic engineering for robots, became a thing for the internet, I think it's also a name that people are using for softwares just like app. So it's not always AI you're dealing with online. It could be people behind that falsely advertising it. You don't know exactly what's going on with AI material. But to change the topic, we just covered a whole mess of things right there. They went from one story to another story, and we jumped it left and right. But I am a big Gundam fan. That's why I have the classic quarter gameplays. I love classic video games. And speaking, we're going to talk video games right now. A couple topics with video games. So with video games, classic quarter gameplays will. We just finished season 3 last year or beginning of this year. So season 3 is finished. Season 4 will be coming out. Classic Order Gameplays TV show will be moving on to radio podcasting like this or just lives. It's easier to stream lives than doing podcasts. I use Anchor. Anchor's good. I'm not sponsoring it or anything, but I'm recommending it. It's one of the greatest ones, especially for college students and people just starting out. Anchor is a great one, just like Spotify. So Anchor, I recommend Anchor. It's free, easy to use. And if you like Spotify, you can use Spotify. But remember, Spotify is using age check if needed. So be a little wary about that. And for my last podcast, I kind of talked how the internet's changing, what's going on. There's so many topics and varieties, what's happening with it. It's a mishmash. And it's probably because, like I said, there's new technologies coming out in Japan's new technology. Now we're going to talk about the technology before we finish up on video games. The new Japanese technology could indicate with the new internet browser, the new internet surface material that they created in Japan, it could determine and find hackers immediately under the development. Now, I don't know, it's at its beta stages right now. It's out and running, but you don't know what could happen with that stuff. The AI is it's more powerful than anything. It has the fastest. It's faster than 5G. It's faster than 20G. So that's spooky kooky. So and us in America, we're 5G, and they've been pushing for 20G in America, but Japan probably has it at 100 knots of gigabytes of terabytes, 10 times more than the 5G. So it's 100G or more. Or even probably faster, who knows. Japan has always been to tech, so we should expect it of Japan to have the cooler technology. Always Japan. God love them. God love them. Japan's very strict with their rules and laws, so when you do fandom things, be careful. That's also another reason why I'm changing. I am dedicating myself to Gundam. I hear some of the staff at Bandai ain't too strongly from outsiders or YouTube fans. Well, YouTube is the future of sociality and stuff, and everybody's trying to get a bark in it, even Hollywood. So you have to be careful what you're barking into with technology nowadays, even with stream medias. And like I said, there's things that sparked up all this internet controversy. There's a number of things. It just happened one thing after another, like a full moon. Computers hate full moons. Honest to God, trust me. You ever had a server crash on a full moon? They definitely crash on a full moon. It's best not to even do anything on a full moon night, but streamers go out and have fun. That's a good thing. But so the technology is very fast, very smart, and whatever Japan did, they did it right. Not perfect, but really good. And it's indicated to detect a hacker in a heartbeat. That is crazy. And so I think this is why some of this stuff is coming up. Now, government just got involved with the UK and all that stuff we've been talking about. Everybody's been talking about it over times, complaining about it. Well, government ID passporting and all this crazy stuff has been around since if you use a government platform. Now, websites are just jumping into this because of certain things. And I just also wonder, is it because of the new Japanese technology? Because it could do so much more, and it might have to identify yourself just to make it work. If we're going to go with this new, maybe we're going to go with this kind of technology. Is it going to be more powerful? Is it going to be more hyped? It's going to be crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen. I can't say. So what are we gonna do in the U.S.? I guess we're gonna have to accept the new technology from Japan, or come up with something of our own that might give us an opportunity. I don't know, but God loves Japan. I love their robots. Their dancing robots. So yeah, that's one thing. But for the gaming, I am changing the classic order gameplays, and my avatar is a Fetty, and I love Gundam. I've been a mecha fan, anything with robots for the longest time. I love playing video games. I might be doing more streams on there than trying to do the TV show thing, which you probably have noticed over time. So that's what's up with the Classic Order Gameplays, my other channel. Check it out, subscribe, help the channel grow if you're into video games. I play a lot of Gundam GBO2, a lot of Gundam Breaker, classic games I try to get on Saturdays, but I've been going monthly to monthly with a lot of stuff, so when I do upload something, it's here and there, because I have 7 channels. My nature channel will be underneath. It's dedicated to my 2 friends that passed away. Mostly Warwick, Jeremy Davidson, which was one of our bestest friends, camera guy, fanboy, more really lovable person, and then also my friend KC Sullivan, really good guy, and passed away. Very depressed at his last hours, and it was very sad. And I talked to him even before he passed away. It was just this year, beginning of right before summer started, and that's why I have that channel. And then Hicks Hardware, I have that one out there, but it's not gonna get out there that far because I don't have nothing up there yet. So it's a survival thing. So, and there's a big story behind all this stuff. We will get further into it down the road. But my animations, I am trying to get into them. We're gonna just work on the manga art more. The first book is done. It's just I gotta get it into Japanese. The other half finally it is published. I want to work with Bandai Namco to get my animation studio stuff done. I want to be like Sunrise partnered in. I want to work with Sunrise for my animations. I want to do it like Dragon Ball Z, so every piece of the comic book is animated. Every piece of the comic book is animated for both sides, for everybody. I do want to keep it family friendly, not children friendly, family friendly. Because nothing's perfect on television. Nothing's perfect online. And kids know how to get into everything. I like to keep it minimum to family value. Yes, there will probably be a scene here and there. And yes, it is for adults. And like I said, my sites are very colorful because I'm an artist. And YouTube has to recognize that. I think people have to recognize things are colorful, things are out different when it comes to artwork. It's not that somebody's a bad guy or anything. It depends that type of art. And yeah, if you own a website, I don't understand. Maybe, I mean, I have a site, and I wish I could have more options with the tools, since everybody's going this strange direction with government, and to make my site follow, recommendations. But United States, we are freedom, and if these type of laws are taken in place, let's keep our services for certain things in our area. Unless you sign up to the site, then a rule should be applied if you're from a different location. Because honestly, this is nuts. And like I said, it's Japanese. I think it's the Japanese technology that sparked a lot of this, but then people complaining like babies also sparked a lot of this. And I understand safety. I understand the stuff. And I'm not against what anybody's doing. It's the dangers of hackers and bad people to begin with that'll attack us adults and take our money for a ride. It's not the issues, it's the security issues. It doesn't mean your sites are always safe because you're running across those. And we don't have time to always change passwords. So that's where a lot of people are worried, and you could lose identification. And people that break the law already will get your ID, get your Visa card, and already if you're signed up to something, your information's already filled out in a form. So you have my information from my website and my YouTube, my partnership. So YouTube has me. They know me. Hey, I have a tester. I usually test comments on some of my pages that are on my channels that are not making certain things. Well, Google and YouTube removed them the one time, so I usually test them, try to inspire people sometimes. And that's one of the YouTube tricks. Like we would leave a pinned comment or something like that underneath for people to actually leave comments or come underneath. So that's where that comes in. So yeah, my green screen's flickery a bit because it's the lighting in my room. So I always try to have a good look, like I said, for that. Um, I like to also stream non-green screen, but lately my room's been kind of a disaster and been trying to clean up. With the art, being an artist, imagine the clutter that I got as an artist. um, the other thing I want to bring to attention to everybody, I am going to be sharing some clips at the end of this. It's going to be little mini clips of some animations I played around with. I want to use them in some of my Gundam clips and stuff for my other channel probably, but I'm going to share them here instead. I have used them as special effects and things before. So I have been playing with animation tools. I have a new one. It is, I think it's called Clip Dot or Clip something. So what you do is like an old school flipper, and you can actually just do like if you drew a bunch of panels, but then you can actually automatically just drop them, and it just has a flip motion. And you have several ways you can set up your animations and just put them down, and you can create so much animation with it. It's crazy. And you could drop Blender into it. You could drop ZBrush into it. You could use Real Engine in it if you want to do 3D. But if you want to just draw, it has just little special old school different techniques. I feel like I'm on Mario Paint. It's so fun. So it's a clip pad, and it has like all this powerful stuff. And it's an app on the Microsoft Store. And I don't know if I'll have a link or not, because half the time YouTube doesn't want always links down there, but we do it as YouTubers. So I do appreciate everybody coming. Today's just a talk back, and I will be doing some drawing. I want to get a lot of my drawings recorded. I want to get them down, and we will be putting some drawings. I also have a new video going on with my creatures channel, which is dedicated to my friend Jeremy and KC and everybody that is a part team that has passed away and friends. So that's what that is. And then I have one dedicated to my grandfather, which is a survival one. So that will be moderated soon with a lot of supplies you can actually buy. I'm not going to get into it until I know I get my grandfather's building. I have a grant waiting. Find out the stores a lot more. If I don't get that, I'm going to improve and build something better. People are asking too much of a price. I need actually 100,000 more. It seems like the price keeps rising on my grandfather's store. I want to get that building back. I asked Mr. Beast. I'm like, Mr. Beast, please help me. I also want to host a show with Mr. Beast. Call me, Mr. Beast. Come on, Jimmy. Carl, I love you. I love Carl's video gameplays. On the Classic Order gameplays, I will play with Carl. He can nuke me because I don't play Minecraft as much as I used to. I won't even know how to make cobble or certain things anymore. Shame on me. But like I said, I'm a Gundam fan. Maybe we could do something, host it, and have some fun with Gundam. And figure out what kind of Gundam game thing we could set up. Maybe we could make a Minecraft Gundam. And I could chase them. Not for the money, but just to have some fun. Maybe we could pick our favorite mobile suit, or have the team make it. That'd be pretty cool. I'm a fan of the Gym Sniper. Maybe we make my Gym Sniper. I took snapshots on the. I'm supposed to be making an animation. I'm working on an animation. I had the drive crash. I told you guys last time. I said every time I get really deep in detail on my animations, the drive crash, I have backups and stuff. I'm like, what? whatever I put the full blender on, this got to be something I have over massively built. I am working on it. I'm going stop motion with it, so it takes a lot longer. So I do have some stuff saved from the Blender files, but I'm seeing what I could do with that. That's on hold, but stop motion seems like it's working better. Classic CGI, not visual effects. CGI is real life, puppeteering it, walking stop motion with the character. Pardon me. That's from the job I work. I work a job, so and so I'm working with this stuff, so we will get a full motion of Gundam going. So yeah, Jimmy, give me a call. Let's do something. Let's do something. The world's getting crazy. Everything's getting crazy around us. I've been a YouTuber since the beginning of the YouTubes. The YouTube boomers, I'll say. The time Markiplier and Jacksepticeye and Rocket Jump, mostly Rocket Jump. That's who started me. Cinemassacre, James Ralph. That's how I got the game, Classic Order gameplays. I used to just do weird stuff on YouTube on my old channel. But the thing is, that's pretty much today's live stream. I'm on a mission to get my grandfather's store back, and I'm hoping the state of Washington gets it back because it's got to be a museum of Gundams, arcade tabletops of my video game. Also, it's going to be, I can't guarantee anything with the stuff because we'll be just opening up, get the art, the animations going and stuff. I want to get people in. It's a mess. Everything's a mess. It's got to be remastered. It's got to be redone. There's a lot of stuff that I got to do. And I'm not getting any younger. I am going to be 50 coming soon. I'm got 3 more years before I'm 50. And I'm not going to wait till I die. I want to start helping people like a lot of YouTubers do and charity. But I want to give back to the community with a museum dedicated to the veterans, dedicated to my grandfather, what he did to the town of Spokane, helping him when he first got there. And before he died, I want to get something similar to his old building back. Everybody has a goal to accomplish in life, and it's hard. They want too much for that building to get back. If I can't get it and somebody gets it before me, I want something 1,000 times better, 100 times better. And I'm only praying for Spokane to grant that grant, and maybe the state to help me of Spokane. And it looks, what happened to those landfills, those areas they're building, they tore buildings down. It looks like a mess. It used to be beautiful green, lush grass, beautiful fields. It used to be a butterfly field. This is thing on top of thing. I mean, it changed over the years. Montana changed too. I grew up in Montana as well for 10 years, always visiting my grandpa every summer, helping him, spending time with the family down there. My family, my grandfather and grandmother came from North Carolina, and it's heartbreaking. I have family in North Carolina, and there's fewer down there. There's fewer up here. There's fewer here. It's crazy. Hey, what's our world coming to? But I'm trying to say some cheerful things, but we're going to get cut in short. This is today's podcast, live stream, mostly a live stream. So check out the Classic Order gameplays if you have. Here's the video samples. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that thumb up. Enjoy the animations and the little mini clips that I got. See ya. Bye. On the next Zibion's Global Concerns, we'll have some Carnon Reacts probably too, and some animations. Bye. Well, I mean artwork. See ya. Enjoy these animations.
Hey, put me down. You can't catch me. Don't touch me. No. Hey.
I got you now, Alex. You're not gonna win, Alex.
Stop me. No, don't step on me. Don't step on me.
You do that. Wrestling champion
Oh,
wins.
man, stick man. I kick. I dip. I don't know what to do. You can't beat the stick man. I'm Curly Swirl. You don't need. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you for viewing. Bye.